Continuing special coverage of CPAC 2022 in Orlando, Florida, live. Karen Turk standing by as she's been out there among them all today with another couple of guests that you don't want to miss. Karen?
Yeah, there are so many guests that you don't want to miss here at CPAC 2022. And one of my favorite things to do when I'm here is to walk around and meet people in the crowd. And that's what I've been doing a lot of this afternoon. And walking around as a former Mrs. Florida, I'd like to think that I can spot other pageant girls. And as a matter of fact, I did. And I found the former Miss Florida, Michaela, and also Hope, who now owns a beauty company, a cosmetics company, who is also a former title holder. And ladies, so beautiful to see you here at CPAC. You're both beautiful. You've been walking around the crowd, talking to people, meeting people. I would love to ask you, Michaela, what are you hearing as you talk to people walking around this conference? Do they have renewed faith in America right now?
Yeah, I really do believe now is the time for my generation more than ever to have that renewed faith and have that renewed courage. And I just know with Hope and I walking around, I mean, I feel the energy, I feel the passion. And we just even met some women in the bathroom and they're like, I'm so thankful to see a group of young women your age sticking up for faith and freedom right now in today's climate, and especially in our generation. So I know I feel that passion and I'm excited for all that is to come for our nation.
And Michaela and Hope, we talked a lot before we came on here live, and your mom said the most beautiful thing, and I'm trying to recall what it was, and I can't remember, but it was so powerful because faith and freedom are such two important things in this conference today, and just in America in general, especially for your generation. Hope, what was the moment that you knew that you needed to be on a mission, not only to spread the word of beauty, but also to bring in the Bible to it? And you had a really defining moment that I'd love if you would share with our audience.
Yes, so I actually worked in Washington, D.C. I worked for President Trump in the West Wing for 3 years. That's where I burned with passion for serving my country and also serving God through protecting our freedoms and for fighting for our country. So after I moved home from working in the White House, I woke up one morning, sat up straight in bed and said, I'm going to start a makeup line inspired by the women of the Bible. It truly was a God idea that He gave to me. I'm grateful that I get to be just a part of this company that I truly believe He's given me. So it's called Hope Beauty because the Lord is our hope, but we are also called to honor Him with our beauty. The Bible says, let the Lord be enthralled by your beauty. Honor Him, for He is your God. And so all of the products are inspired by different women of the Bible. They tell their stories as you put it on, because I can just imagine, a girl like me going to the bathroom, having a horrible day, just crying her eyes out, but she reapplies her makeup with the Esther, with the Mary, and she's reminded of that woman's courage and her faith and that God's got her, and that she isn't striving to achieve beauty anymore, that she is just being reminded that it's already on the inside of her too, and that is such a confidence boost.
I love that you can be on the right and you can talk about things like beauty, because it seems like the left wants to silence that, Michaela. Like, they don't want us to be beautiful. They don't want us to embrace our beauty or talk about things that are feminine, and it's so beautiful. Like, Queen Esther is definitely my favorite in the Bible. Yeah. Who's your favorite, Michaela?
I would have to say Esther as well. I mean, even just being, a pageant girl, former Miss Florida, there is that phrase that you just hold on so fast, and it's for such a time as this, that you're uniquely appointed, you're uniquely set apart for a specific time. And I think that really is just a word for our generation, especially being young conservative women, standing up for faith, standing up for freedom. We are placed for such a time as this, and now is the time to get a little bolder and get a little bit more courageous.
What do you think's next, this Hope? What do you think is next for, the women of your generation right now, coming of age in this very divided climate, this divided world?
So I like to say, just quote the Bible directly, but we're supposed to be in the world, but not of it. We've got to learn how to be the bridges back into society where the church has become complacent and we've sat in our pews. We have got to be the bridges that invite people back in. And so we can do that through our businesses like Hope Beauty, but we do that by loving our friends and our family right at home and spreading the gospel every single day.
You said for such a time as this, and for such a time as this, we're actually going to see Donald Trump take the stage. And with just about a minute left, Michaela, I'd love to get your thoughts on what you think he's going to say.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to see President Trump get up there because I've never seen him in person speak. And so I really hope that, above all, he really does, like he does always, put America first and just show us and give us just the encouragement that we need to see the light at the end of the tunnel in today's political climate. I know so many people, especially my generation, we're discouraged. We don't know what the future holds. And so if anything, I just hope that he really instills that hope, hope's name, and just that encouragement that there are brighter days ahead.
You're both beautiful. I had such a good time talking to you. I'm sad that this interview is almost over, but we got to get back to Steve because we have a lot more coming up at CPAC 2022.